It's a choice to be weak. I know that sounds a bit harsh, but I wanted to make a video to give you guys some tough love because, well, one, I care about you guys and want you to live the best possible lives you can, but two, if there's one thing I've learned from making daily videos, it's that people cling to their excuses. Mental weakness abounds nowadays because a lot of people are used to lives of instant gratification where they're incredibly comfortable. They don't really have to work that hard for anything in life, and they don't really need to be patient because everything is at their fingertips, waiting to be delivered by an Uber driver or by FedEx or Amazon within, a few hours or sometimes a few days. So people are used to these lives that are incredibly charmed, and with that, they just don't want to do anything that's difficult. In fact, one of the most common excuses I get in my comment section is people saying, but it's hard, or it's easier said than done. And every time I see those comments, I can't help but think, no shit. I know it's difficult. I aim in every video to try not to say that things are easy when I know they're not, because they're not easy. But why are you going to let that stop you, that it's difficult? Like, really? That's one of the dumbest things you can do, because then you're basically accepting a life of mediocrity, and that is not a good life. There's a quote by this one guy. I know his first name is Jersey. I can't remember his last name, but he says something along the lines of easy choices, difficult life. Difficult choices, easy life. And that's true. What he's basically getting at there is if you constantly go the easy route in life, guess what? Your life is not going to be great. Because how the hell can you make a great life for yourself if you're always going the easy route? That means you're never leaving your comfort zone, you're never challenging yourself. How is that going to be fulfilling? That's a recipe for unhappiness and regret, because you're never going to be able to prove to yourself your potential in the world. You're never going to be able to prove to yourself whether or not you can bench press over 200 pounds, or whether or not you can become the CEO of a company, or whatever your goals may be. So it's in your own best interest to choose to go the path that may be a bit more difficult, but that leads to more fulfillment and happiness in life, and way, way less regret. Because making difficult choices will help you do just that. It's a bit counterintuitive because so many people think that going the easy route in life makes you happy. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Like, all you need to do is go out there and survey older people and ask them that question. Ask them what they wish they would have done in life, and you'll probably find a trend where most of them would wish that they would have, should I say, left their comfort zone more often. Maybe that they would have approached that beautiful person they found attractive, or maybe that they wish they would have asked for a job opportunity at their company, but they were too afraid to do it, or whatever it may be. People usually regret when they don't leave their comfort zone. There's a reason for that, because there's a lot of fulfillment on the other end of your comfort zone, or should I say on the outside of your comfort zone. So it's in your best interest to leave it. It's in your best interest to work on becoming mentally and physically strong. And say both are important, but obviously if you're going to prioritize one over the other, definitely prioritize mental strength, because that will get you further in life. But at the same time, do not neglect physical strength. Like, so many people let their health and their fitness decline and they don't really care, but the two things are linked. Like, your mental strength and your physical strength are linked, because the quality of your thoughts, your mental acuity, is dependent on your physical health. And if you let your health decline, so too will your mind decline. Like, they're not separate entities. In fact, all of the cells in your body are created from the food you eat. If you eat junk food, your cells are not going to be operating at their peak capacity, which naturally means your mind isn't going to be operating at its peak capacity either. So why the hell would you not want to be physically fit and healthy along with it? I'm not saying you need to be like a bodybuilder or like a triathlon athlete, whatever the hell. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying be fit enough to be able to handle almost anything life throws at you. That's not like a super high level of fitness. It just means, being able to run a mile, let's say within like 7 minutes. That's not super difficult. It's also not exactly easy, but it's a good thing to aim for. Being able to run a marathon if need be, or being able to push a certain amount of weight off of your body in case you're ever in a situation where things fall on you and you need to get them off of you. Just things like that. It's in your best interest to be physically fit. But for this video, I am primarily talking about mental strength because that will get you further in life than physical fitness. But never neglect that. If anything, I would say you should focus on physical fitness because with that, you'll develop mental strength. Because you need mental strength to make your body more fit. It's not an easy process to go through, right? So it's something that requires consistency and discipline, and those are factors of mental strength. They're needed for it. So don't allow yourself to stay weak, both mentally and physically. Like, if you can change those two things, which most of us can, like the only people I'll give exceptions for are people who have mental or physical disabilities that literally prevent them from working on those areas. But that's a very small portion of the population. Most people do not fall into those categories. So what's your excuse? Is it the lack of self-love? Here's the thing I've noticed. If you really care about yourself, if you truly love and accept yourself as you are, you're going to want what's best for you, which means you're not going to want to see your physical health decline, and you're not going to want to remain mentally weak either, because you'll notice how those things are holding you back from creating the best possible life for yourself. And if you truly love yourself, you'll want the best possible life for yourself. So work on your self-love first and foremost so that you can get to a place where you truly care about making your life better. Because with that, you'll hopefully be able to commit to yourself to become mentally and physically stronger so that you can then actually work towards making your life better. And it really isn't that difficult. So many of our goals seem daunting because we're always focused on the goal itself. But if there's one thing I've learned on this journey, the most important thing is to just keep going. Like, it's taken me years to develop the mindset that I have now. Like, years. Like, actually more like decades at this point, literally. So it hasn't been easy, and I understand that. But all I did is I just kept going. I kept moving forward day after day after day. Even if I didn't know what the next step for me was, I just knew making difficult choices is often necessary. So leaving my comfort zone is necessary. And all that matters is just taking another step forward each day. That's all you need to do. That's it. Like, that's how simple you can make it. Just strive to have the mental strength needed to not accept this comfortable, easy life that doesn't lead anywhere. You do not want to go the easy route your whole entire life because it's not going to make you maximize this opportunity. We only get one shot at existing as a human being on planet Earth, or so we know. We only can prove that we get one shot at this. Are you really going to not make the most of it just because you're afraid of putting in effort, or you're afraid of difficult things, you're afraid of leaving your comfort zone? Why? Like, what the hell? Just make the most of it, for Christ's sake. Oh man. There have been times where I like joke around with people saying, I wish I could put my mindset into like pill form and give it to people to help them live better lives, because there are times where it's difficult for me to remember the way I used to be when I would buy into my excuses a lot. And I want to help people, but so many people just don't want to put in the effort needed. Obviously, it probably wouldn't be good if I could distribute my mindset via pill form, because that wouldn't exactly be helping people per se. It would just be kind of giving them the band-aid solution, and I wouldn't want that. I think everybody should earn that on their own. They should go down that journey because it's going to be different for everyone. It's going to be more fulfilling if you do it on your own. But yeah, it's unfortunate to see so many people accept mediocrity just because they don't want to put in effort. And it seems really common nowadays, and it's sad to see. Like, when I get those comments of people leaving excuses, it really does bum me out, because I wish that I could help each person like that, but I just don't have the time. I don't. So when people are making those excuses, it's rough. So I just want to make a video to hopefully ensure that none of you watching this end up in that boat where you accept your excuses, even if it means a lesser quality of life for yourself, because you should love yourself enough to not settle for that. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have for you in this video. I'll step off my soapbox and stop preaching, but seriously guys, just remember, you only get one shot at this life from what we know, so make the most of it. Like, for Christ's sake, this is an incredible opportunity. Like, truly it is. You could have been anything in the fucking universe, but you're a human being on planet Earth. Realize that and just make the most of this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, the easiest way you can help me out is just to throw a like and a comment on the video for an algorithm. No excuses in the comment section though, unless you're joking. I'll permit that, but no excuses otherwise. But yeah, I truly hope you guys enjoyed this video. And remember, just stay strong, stay tough, just keep going, take it day by day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Arrivederci!